today's Health Alert, mental health disorders can make life harder to manage. But the good news is there are treatment methods out there that can help you, including right here in the Bluff City. Methodist Healthcare's Living Well Network helps people live their lives to the fullest by working to create a future where mental health discussions are essential to our overall well-being. And here to talk more about its mission is its director, Allison White Stewart. Allison, welcome. Glad to have you here on the 3 p.m. How have you been?
I've been great, thank you.
Good. Let's talk about, it seems like these days, more and more we're hearing about mental health issues. We're hearing about depression, anxiety, substance abuse. How does your network kind of play into this?
So what we do is we are a free service to our community, and we help people connect with behavioral health services. I like to call us a concierge service, Alex, because if you ever tried to navigate the behavioral health, service line in the city, it can be really daunting.
Right.
If you're struggling with depression and you want to see a counselor, you might go on Google and 200 names pop up, right? So you don't know who to call. But what we do is we're very intentional. We're going to do an assessment over the phone, and then we're going to connect that person with the right provider based on what issues they're struggling with, based on insurance or no insurance, based on where they live. So we're very intentional. We want to connect people to the right provider, and we don't want people to stress about it, so we handle all of that for them.
It also seems like a big part of this is being able to communicate fully, because a lot of us, sometimes if you're going through something, you might feel there's a stigma. Maybe I shouldn't reach out. Maybe I'm going to be looked at a certain way. Should I feel that way, or how do you view that?
Absolutely not. Everyone struggles. Life is hard. Almost 70% of Americans are on some type of psychiatric medication, whether it's for anxiety or depression or something like bipolar. Life is so hard, and it's okay to talk about it. It's okay not to be okay.
Sure. Are we, though, having conversations like this as often as we need to, though, in life?
I think that we're having more conversations, especially our younger generation with social media. They're really apt to want to talk about mental health. We have a lot of celebrities that are on social media and interviews talking about mental health and its importance. And I think we're getting a lot better. We need to have more conversations, but I think we're starting to talk about it a little bit more.
You have me wondering about another area. What about our veterans who have gone through so much just to serve our country? Sometimes, obviously, they come back home from war. They don't know where to turn, PTSD problems, and just to name a few. What about for them? What about help for our veterans?
Well, there's lots of services for our veterans. Of course, the Veterans Administration in Memphis is a good place to start. There's lots of services. But even if a veteran wanted to find a service outside of the VA, we could certainly help them connect. There's lots of veterans programs and veteran support groups out there. And that's real important. Connection to your community, connection to those who have experienced something you've experienced is really important for everyone, including veterans.
Right. Speaking of our veterans, speaking of making connections, you're also bringing somebody really very relatable, coming up in April 8th, I believe.
Yes, April the 8th.
Yes.
So we have our 11th annual mental health breakfast on April the 8th, which is a Tuesday at the Hilton. And our keynote speaker is Tom Voss. And Tom is a U.S. Army veteran, and he was in combat in Iraq. And he really struggled when he came home with PTSD and all the things that you experience when a veteran comes home. And so to help raise awareness for PTSD, he actually, with another veteran, walked all the way from Milwaukee to Los Angeles.
Are you serious?
Yes, in support of PTSD and PTSD awareness. And there's actually a documentary about that. And he likes to call himself the mindful veteran. The mindful veteran. He has taken to meditation as a way to manage his PTSD. He's actually going to do a meditation exercise for the whole audience during the breakfast. So we're really excited about that. You also have another heavyweight that you're also bringing in, one of many, former University of Memphis president. Yes, Dr. David Rudd. Right. He is an internationally known speaker and researcher on veterans and veteran suicide. And he is, of course, we all love and know him in Memphis, and we're so honored to have him as our breakout speaker, which will be after our keynote speaker. He's going to be talking about resiliency and strength and just really how to manage mental health.
So very quickly here, who should sign up, who should show up, and will I kind of get a chance to really interact with some of the people that you just mentioned?
So anyone can come. We have business leaders, we have people that are in the mental health space, we have educators, we have just about everybody in that room, from FedEx to Cigna to Methodist to our local mental health center. So it's a variety of people, and yes, you can interact by coming. We're going to have so many vendors that are going to be able to tell us about all the mental health services in Memphis. So there's going to be a lot of interaction, and it's a lot of fun. So we're really excited about
April
it.
8th.
April the 8th.
Okay, Allison, thank you so much.
Thank
Glad
you.
to have you here.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
You too.
All right, Tyler, what do you have for us?